Did you know that almost 50% of people aged over 30 experience some sort of gum disease? It's so crazy to think about, and it's one of those problems that are actually quite common where you don't give it a second thought until you've had the problem yourself and you're in pain and you can't even chew into an apple without being in agony. I personally have struggled with this problem, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing Prodentim, which I've been using in light of my gum disease issues. So I'm going to be reviewing this product, explaining how it all works, and delving into one of the incredible ingredients that help you get real results. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. And if at any point you do want to check out the Prodentim website to learn a little bit more and get more information, or you want to directly make a purchase, just use the link in the description box below, which you can use to get Prodentim at a discounted price. So let's start off by talking about my personal experience with Prodentim. So generally with my dental hygiene, I've always religiously brushed my teeth twice a day, and sometimes I would use mouthwash and use dental floss here and there. But more recently, I realised that wasn't enough. I was beginning to see little marks on and in between my teeth, stains, and my mouth just didn't feel fresh, even though I hadn't changed my routine for years. So I went to get my teeth eventually professionally seen and deep cleaned, and it left me feeling amazing. I felt like a new person. I even bought all the recommendations made by the dentist, and I started their recommended routine, which worked really well, and honestly it felt really good. But soon enough, their recommendations became too expensive and too difficult to keep up with twice a day, especially with my busy schedule. So I started seeing problems with my teeth and mouth again, which was super frustrating after the amount of money that I'd paid to have my teeth cleaned and the time that I spent as well. And as much as I scrubbed at my teeth and used expensive products, nothing was helping, and it was actually getting a little worse because of how strong the chemicals were. But after some time, I luckily came across Prodentim. So Prodentim is basically oral probiotics. It's a blend of 3.5 billion strains of probiotics and nutrients to be exact, and I've been using Prodentim for about a month now, and the results have been absolutely fantastic. Not only have I seen a huge improvement in how my teeth and gums look, but I can also feel the improvement because my mouth and breath just feel fresh all the time without that super annoying, overpowering sensation of mint and all of those other weird chemicals that are usually in other products. Prodentim also helps promote the health of your sinuses and ears, which is perfect for me because I suffer from hay fever, so I have constant problems with my nose. I've slowly been seeing an improvement in those extra areas too, especially my nose, which used to be regularly blocked and congested, which was so frustrating, but it's not as often now. So it's basically like 3 birds, 1 stone, which is super ideal for me. And actually using the probiotics is super simple. I mean, all you have to do is just slowly chew a tablet which comes in the bottle. I do this in the morning around breakfast time, which I would recommend that you do as well, just so that the probiotics can get to work in your mouth in the background as you go about your normal day-to-day routine. Also, it is much easier to just make part of your routine and actually stick to it if you pick a specific time of day to take the probiotics, like around breakfast time. This helps support the health of your entire body with a special focus on your teeth and gums. Now, in terms of side effects, I personally haven't had any. I haven't had any sort of like weird spots, infections, rashes, nausea or anything like that, but that's just me personally. Prodentim is for people of all ages and backgrounds, and all of the ingredients are considered safe, and they're super pure and super natural. Prodentim is also manufactured in an FDA approved facility under excellent conditions, so that's reassuring, but I would still recommend just checking with a doctor or something if you're on any other medication or you're personally worried about the side effects, though I doubt it will be a problem for most people. So just check out the website for Prodentim in the description box below to learn more if you're worried about the ingredients, etc. And you can use the same link to make a discounted purchase too, as I've already mentioned. So that's basically my experience with Prodentim in a nutshell. Now let's dive into how it actually works, which was very interesting for me to look into and research when putting this video together. So I'm sure that we've all heard that bacteria can cause lots of dental and gum diseases, but actually it turns out that there's a difference between good and bad bacteria, and the important thing isn't to eliminate bad bacteria and only have good bacteria. The most important thing is to have a balance between these two types. So scientists have recently discovered that it's the absence of good bacteria that causes oral issues, and actually it's all of those chemical-ridden toothpaste and products that can harm the good bacteria that should naturally be there. So in order to actually improve the health of your teeth and gums, you need to repopulate your mouth with good bacteria and provide a healthy environment for the strains to grow in. Prodentim is a doctor-formulated mix that gathers 5 scientifically proven potent strains combining a whopping total of 3.5 billion good bacteria into one revolutionary dissolvable candy. This probiotic candy targets your respiratory system, supporting your body to stay free from allergies whilst also promoting restful sleep and good digestion. So Prodentim obviously has loads of different probiotics in it, but it actually also has a proprietary blend of 4 specific plants and minerals that gives it an extra glimmer of uniqueness. One of the ingredients in this proprietary blend is peppermint, which is a natural anti-inflammatory. Now, this ingredient doesn't actually come as much of a surprise to me as some of the other ingredients in Prodentim, because we're all familiar with that sort of like pepperminty taste in most mainstream toothpaste. But usually the peppermint that's used in those sorts of toothpaste is artificial or blended with a bunch of weird chemicals that I don't think any of us really want to have in our mouths twice a day, every day, if we knew a little more about them. But still, peppermint is a fantastic natural anti-inflammatory ingredient that helps combat gum disease, which can often leave your gums feeling swollen. And I love that Prodentim uses peppermint in a more natural form in the sort of candy that they created. That's what gives it a nice, refreshing taste as well, by the way, without being overpowering. So that's basically how Prodentim works from a scientific perspective, and I find it super interesting because it's just not what you would expect, it's just not what you're taught. Now, in terms of how to get Prodentim, the price, etc., you can get a 1-month supply for $69 a bottle, a 3-month supply for $59 a bottle, and a 6-month supply for only $49 a bottle. And you can make all the purchases with the discounted price using the link in the description box below, which takes you directly to the Prodentim website. Now, I personally would recommend getting the 6-month supply because it's just better value for money at only $49 a bottle. And this is the sort of thing that you're going to want to take for months on end. Like, you're going to use it in the same way that you use toothpaste. You're not going to use it for just a few days, for just a few weeks. But you can just check the options out and decide for yourself. And by the way, if you're worried about whether the product will work for you or just end up being a complete and utter waste of money, stop worrying, because Prodentim actually offer a money back guarantee. So if you're not seeing results, you can get a refund. And this is, again, super reassuring because it shows Prodentim's confidence in the product, which gives you confidence to actually use their product. So that's pretty much everything covered for today's video. If you want to check out Prodentim, be sure to use the link in the description box below. Even if you're not interested in the product but you've learned something new today, please be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.